Hey there, music teacher friend. I'm so excited that you're here. So, we are going to be doing some cool things today, and we're going to be answering a bunch of questions that we've gotten about Bravepants branding. And I'm going to show you the back end of our brand new course platform, which we're very excited about. So, if if you're wondering if Thrivecart is a cool platform, I'm going to show you all that good stuff. So, here's how things are going to go today. We're going to go through a series of questions. These have either been sent to me via email or in chat, or they're questions that I thought you might find valuable. So we're going to be going through those questions today on the air. And if you have additional questions, please feel free to pop those into the chat. And we're going to walk through the back end of our course to show you how easy it will be to navigate and how many cool things are going to be included. So let's get moving and grooving. I'm going to make sure that we're live in all the places and spaces. While I do that, be sure to say hello and let me know where you're tuning in from. So here we are, and the topic of the day is that we are going to be doing, we're going to be answering some questions that people have sent me about the class, and we're going to be walking through the course. So we're going to keep this nice and succinct. If you are tuning in, be sure to say hello and let me know where you are tuning in from today. So let's talk about this. We've got a number of questions that have been sent in, and I'd just like to answer them. So if you are on the fence and you've been thinking about joining Bravepants Branding, but you're not quite sure if this is the class for you, I hope that these answers will give you the information you need so that you can hop on in and transform your studio branding and marketing so that you can love your business more. All right, so our first question of the day for today was about ROI, so return on investment. So I've had people ask me, what can I expect? Like, how is this course going to improve my income? So let's talk about it. All right. So this is probably the question that everybody has on their mind because this course is not a small investment. It's not a crazy big investment, but $1,500 can feel like a lot of money. So let's just break it down and talk about the money. So this one thing I want to mention, this course is not just an expense. It is an investment with a clear ROI potential. What is the return on investment? It is also, let's talk about expenses. This course is an expense that if you are in the United States, you can write this off for your business. So think, keep that in mind as well. So let's talk about ROI potential. So when it comes to what we're going to be covering in the class, we're going to be talking a lot about branding. We're going to be talking a lot about marketing and how those things will show up in different areas of your business, whether it's your website or your policies or the way that you talk to clients. So my goal is that this program will give you the tools and the confidence that you need to be able to attract new clients, better clients, and make you a better salesperson because sales can feel hard, right? So let's just run through like one or two scenarios. So if this course helps you bring on 2 new students at X number of dollars per month, and then we start crunching the math, right? Then let's say it's $150 a month. Then you're going to make your investment back in 5 months. Investment is back. Everything after that is pure profit. If you are bringing on 2 new clients at $300 a month, the investment comes back quicker. It all depends on how your business is set up, right? So if you brought up 2 new students, let's say you get 2 new students in the next 6 months, and you bring them in at $300 per month, you've made your investment back in 3 months of those students being there. So pretty awesome. There are other ways to look at the ROI on this. If throughout this course, you discover, hey, you know what? I am not charging enough because now I truly understand everything that I'm offering in my business, and I understand the potential transformations that people can experience when they're working with me. If that gives you the confidence to raise your rates across the board, let's say if you only did it $5 a lesson, that's an additional, if you have 20 students, that's an additional $100 per week. So that means that in 15 weeks, less than 4 months, you've made back your investment in the course, right? And at the end of a 40-week year, you've made an additional $2,500 profit. It's all about crunching the numbers. So if you're wondering, like, what is the ROI for my business? Like, how can I figure out what is the return on investment going to be in my business? There's a few things that we would do, right? We would look at the numbers. We would crunch some things. We would also think specifically, what are your goals with the business? Right? Is it attracting new students? Is it, hey, I'm already full, but honestly, I want to figure out how I can shift so that I only have ideal clients, or I want to reduce the number of hours that I have. Then your goals and the way that we look at number crunching is going to be different. Your ROI also depends on how much you are willing to invest the time in doing the work. Because just purchasing a class or showing up doesn't mean doing work. And y'all know that because piano teachers, voice teachers, you understand that when somebody invests in coming into lessons with you, if they don't put any effort into it, they're not going to see the results that they want to see. So that's the first question I had about the investment. The second question was this: what if I am not tech savvy? Okay, so let's break this down. You do not have to be super tech savvy to be in this class, but you do need to be willing to experiment. And one thing about tech is this, like, if you press a button and something goes wrong, there's almost always a way to fix it. But we have designed this course to be very user-friendly. We have chosen a new platform this year to house our course materials and our videos. We're using Thrivecart. It's very simple to navigate. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the back end. And the course itself is designed to be user-friendly, even for those who might sometimes feel a little overwhelmed by technology. So let me give you a couple of examples. One, we have print-friendly workbooks for people who are visual learners. We understand that people learn and process in different ways. So for our participants that do better by writing by hand, we have PDF versions of all of our workbooks. This is really great if you are a visual learner who likes to highlight, draw diagrams, and work things out on paper. There's just something magical that happens when we've got that pen or pencil in our hand and we are actually writing it out. For those who are digital learners, we have editable Google Docs. So you can type directly into the document if you prefer to just type and get it done. I'm a little bit of both, honestly. The editable format allows you to make the changes, organize your thoughts, and to store your documents digitally. I'd love to know, actually, from those who are watching, when you're doing work on your business, do you consider yourself a visual learner, somebody who prefers to write things down, to have notebooks, calendars where you can physically write on them? Or do you consider yourself to be like a digital learner and you have all the digital calendars and planners and all of that stuff? I'd love to know what you use. Like I said, I'm a little bit of both. I have a lot of systems that repeat themselves on purpose. Anyway, okay, so let's go back to this tech savvy question. Remember that you get to choose your goals in this course. If technology is something that you are not comfortable with, like for building a website or dealing with social media, then we're going to encourage you to find other focuses with your branding and your marketing that can improve your business. So that could be focusing deep into, what do the policies look like? What are they communicating with people? It could be, what does communication in general look like? How are we emailing people? How are we talking to people on the phone? How are we interviewing people in that first lesson? And of course, one of the things that we do in this class is we're giving you a lot of simple, very effective strategies and steps that will allow you to improve the way that you write copy, whether that copy is on a website or in an email or a policy. We're also giving you simple ways to increase your search engine optimization. So if you do have a website and it's not being seen by anybody, we can help you get it seen. Like just yesterday, I chatted with somebody who's in a different program than Brave Pants, and they shared that their website insights are really low, and they hadn't even looked at the insights before. We'll walk you through the process of showing you how to figure out what is working and what is not. And if you are the kind of person who doesn't want to get tech savvy, this is a great class for you. If you are the type of person who wants to outsource the tech stuff, the website building, the social media, then what we do in this class will help you get prepared so that you can hand over your brand assets to someone else and they can do the work for you. Now, can you just do that on your own? Sure. Can you just reach out to a website designer and start going? Yeah, but guess what? The process is going to be longer and you're probably going to end up paying more. So investing in this class is a fabulous way to save money if you are thinking about investing in a website in the future. All right, our third question here. Oh no, we're not going to do the third question yet. We're going to do a little sneak peek. Okay, so if you are here, let me know. Oh, let's see. I'm so excited. Haley's tuning in over on Instagram, and Susan is tuning in from Woodstock, Georgia. That's awesome. Haley says, I'm excited about PDF workbooks, writing in my planner and notebook right now. Hooray. Awesome. I love it. I really wish I could bring Instagram comments on the screen. Ecamm promised that I'd be able to do that. They lied. Okay. So, yes, exactly. Haley shares, even if you're not tech savvy, you need to figure out how to communicate what you need. It is so important. If you're working with a professional designer, they're going to walk you through everything that I'm doing in the class, but not quite the way that I'm going to be doing it. We take things a step further. All right. So I want to show you guys the back end of the course. Actually, you are the first people to see this. The members haven't even seen it yet. We're going to be inviting them in tomorrow. So let me do a little screen share here. Okay, so this is, I have to make this smaller because I cannot see what I'm doing. I have all these overlays from Ecamm sitting on top of this. All right, let me move those so I can navigate. All right, so this is the back end of our course. We are housing our course on Thrivecart. And we've made this very easy to navigate. In our welcome section, we'll have our class schedule. There will be the Zoom link there. I obviously took it out for this call. For this broadcast, I'll be putting it back in right after we're done. So we'll have our Zoom link there. We have all of our class schedule outlined so you can see what topics we're going to be covering in October, November, December, and January. And it's so easy to navigate. And in fact, let me see if I'm sitting on top of the button. I can't quite tell. See that little continue button down at the bottom? This is going to guide you through every single lesson here. We will have a Facebook discussion group, only because Thrivecart does not. I looked at the community aspect that Thrivecart offers, and I wasn't thrilled with it. So we are going to be using a private Facebook group where we can have discussions between our Zoom classes, where you can get feedback on documents, a place that you can coordinate with other members to get your co-working hours ready to go. And it's going to be where we get to know one another and share funny gifts and stuff like that. We also have very clear class rules and guidelines about how to best get in touch with me, when you can expect to hear from me, when you're asking for feedback. We have community rules because it's important when we are in a group setting to have clear expectations for everyone. And so we have our set of community rules here to make sure that everything runs smoothly. All the good stuff. We also have, what you'll find throughout this course is, because we understand not everybody's tech savvy, we have lots of navigation videos that show you exactly how to use things. And they're very short. They're 1 to 2 minutes long. It shows you how to download things and all of that good stuff. And then let me show you one last thing here. Here's how basically things are going to be set up. If you look on the left-hand side here, you can see that we'll have each and every unit separated with the titles, right? So this was our branding foundations unit, and each one of these units will have workbooks in it. So when you click on this, boom, this will shoot you into our Notion database where we house all of our workbooks. And this is where you will find the PDF options. This is where you will find the Google Doc options, and that's where you're going to be able to download all of your stuff. So that's my little sneak peek behind the scenes. Now, if I can get myself back here. Yeah, sorry for those of you who are watching on Instagram. You probably didn't see most of that. But it's good stuff. All right, so let's continue on with the questions that we had. And again, if you are watching live with me right now and you have questions about Brave Pants, please feel free to pop them down below. You can also, if you would like to ask me a question privately, drop the word brave down below and the Savvy Sarah bot will reach out to you. She will send you a message that includes information about the class and how you can chat with me if you're curious about it. Just to let you know, we have only 4 spots left. Only 4 spots remain. And I have a couple of discovery calls coming up this week. So the last day to enroll is September 30th. That's on Monday. That's the very last day to enroll. I'm going to shut enrollment down at 7 p.m. Eastern. After that, you cannot get in the class because I want to make sure that we have the time to properly onboard people and bring them into the group and make sure that everything is smooth. The class begins on October 2nd. That is Wednesday. And our classes are going to be at 12 p.m. on Wednesdays. And yes, I realize that that overlaps with the broadcast. We're going to talk about that later. All right, so let's get to our third question. Our third question was, what if I'm not good with design? Well, let's break this one down. Hey, branding is not just for creatives. This course does not require you to have any professional design skills. This course will provide you simple, accessible strategies and tools for crafting your brand, whether it's fonts or logos or messaging. The primary part of this course does not have anything to do with graphic design. So you do not need to be worried about, hey, I'm not artistic, so maybe this class isn't for me. The visual aspects that we're going to be talking about in branding don't happen until December. And I can tell you, because I've taught this class for 5 years now, we've had over 100 teachers in this class. We have a mix of people who are either, yes, I'm very creative and I want to make my own thing. We've had people craft their own logos that absolutely look fantastic because they love to play around in Canva or Adobe or whatever. We also have people that are like, Canva? No, thank you. No, thank you. So they have either decided to keep it simple and not had a logo and just relied on the name and picked out a cool font, or they've decided to work with professional designers, and there's a range of pricing for that. You can get really cool logos for not that much money if you know how to communicate what you want. And that is what we're going to be talking about in the class. Also, if you do want to dabble with design, I want to let you know one of the things that I do in this class is I give very honest feedback about designing. Honest and kind, right? I'm very good at this. I will not tear apart your design. So it won't be like a Paul Hollywood kind of thing. But what I do provide is honest feedback and very specific suggestions if you do decide to delve into design. So you don't have to be nervous about designing and then getting like the design ripped apart by people. I will show you, here's what's working with this design. Here's how we can improve it. I've even had people give me access to their Canva documents so I can show them what's not working and how to fix it. So if you are somebody who wants to dabble, but you're a little nervous and want some hand holding, we do that too. All right, let's go to our fourth question. Our fourth question is, do I need to have a website or socials? Yeah, Haley says, Paul Hollywood has left the chat. I know, I love that. I won't lie. I kind of love Paul Hollywood. I think he's amazing. I've also heard that he's a super nice human being and that all of that stuff is just an act. So, Hollywood. All right. So do you need to have a website or socials? If you were here last week, one of the things that I showed is that we have people who come to the class with nothing, no website, no social media. And that is 100% okay. You know what else is 100% okay? If you're like, you know what, I don't really want to have a website, I don't really want to have social media, you still have a brand. and branding is still important to your business, it's going to show up in other ways. This course is designed to meet you wherever you are, whether you are just getting started or you're looking to refine your platforms. The course can help you at any stage. So I showed last week that Kathy came in with no website and no socials. After she took the class, dug in, did the work, she was able to design her own website. She now has a website, and she has chosen that social media is not part of her marketing, and that is 100% okay. This class is about preparation. It is not about perfection. So you definitely do not need to have all your ducks in a row before you start with branding. In fact, sometimes it can be useful to not have any ducks, because then you can get to choose the ducks that you want and not have to redo them. All that said, if you have a website and socials and you're ready to redo them, come on in. That's what we do. All right. So our fifth question was, what if I have taken a branding or marketing course before? Like, can I still benefit if I've done work like this before? Yes. I can say this personally because I have taken multiple marketing classes and multiple branding classes myself in the past. So the way that this class is designed, I've really, especially this year, we've done some redesigning to make this a deep dive into personalized strategies. So even if you've done branding work in the past, it is always valuable to revisit and refresh. And the way that this class is set up, we're going to talk about the personalization. It really is designed to meet you where you are and figure out where you want to go. This is not a cookie cutter, one size fits all kind of experience. So I'll talk about that in a second. But let's talk about okay, so if I've done branding work before, I've taken a marketing class before, your business will change. So if it's been a couple of years since you've done that, your business has changed. Your landscape has changed, like the marketing landscape has changed. And so, yes, this can be very useful for you because staying aligned with your business and where you want your business to go and staying aligned with the current market is key to continued growth in our businesses. Also, this class is specifically designed for our industry. This is not a general branding class. This is specifically designed for people who have music businesses because I understand, as someone who has run a music business for I lost track. Sarah's Music Studio has been around for 14 years. I started teaching prior to that, so probably about 18 years. I've been in this industry for 18 years teaching. And so I very much understand the challenges of being a music teacher. And I took my knowledge with that, combined with the knowledge that I got in becoming a branding coach, becoming a marketing coach, and I brought those things together. So this class is different than others. So reach out if you have taken a class and you have questions about it and you're not sure, is this going to be something for me? Just reach out to me. All right. A couple more questions here and then we'll wrap it on up. Remember, if you have a question, drop it down below. All right. I got to adjust. So the next question is, how personalized is this course? Because I know a lot of people prefer to have this kind of one-on-one, walk with me kind of coaching. And this is a group class. Let me talk about how we've brought the best of both worlds into this. So this course is designed to be adaptable to different models, different business models and personal goals. And one of the ways that we've done this is that this year, every person who enrolls starts with a kickoff call, a private kickoff call with me. That includes an intake form that gets us focused in on where you are in your business. And during that call, we discuss what you've shared and we brainstorm together to figure out exactly what you're trying to achieve in your business. And then we figure out where should you super focus your attention in the class. So we set goals for you to guide you through this content. So as you're going through the different modules, you have a goal in mind and you know what needs to get done. This course is a balance between group learning, where we meet every week and you get that lovely group vibe, you get the community support, which is really valuable, and individual application. So you can ask questions that are individualized and get individualized answers. Your branding journey and your marketing journey is going to be unique to you. As I mentioned before, we've had over 100 teachers come through this class, and everybody gets something different out of it, which is fabulous. That's exactly what I want. Well, I had another thought about this, and it left my brain. Let me see if I can bring it back. Maybe not. But at any rate, yes, this is a combination of the personalized support and also the group support. Oh, I remember what it was. One of the reasons that I do this as a group is I have found, because I've been teaching these concepts for 9 years as a coach, I have found that it is more effective time-wise to teach this in a group class than it is to teach this to someone one-on-one. If you were to do one-on-one coaching with me to go through this material, that would take 6 to 8 months, whereas this course is 4 months. So something to consider. All right. We have 2 final questions here. The next one is, what if I've been running my business for years? Like, is this course only for new business owners? I'll reiterate, branding is an ongoing process, and established businesses can benefit greatly from a refresh so that you can stay relevant and aligned with the growth that you want to see. Whether you're new or experienced, this course is going to help you elevate your business. It is also not just for, it's not just for beginners. Do we have beginners who come in here? 100%. But we've had a lot of established businesses, including multi-teacher studios and teachers who have been in business for 20 plus years. So it is for you. The final question: what if I can't attend the live sessions? Will I still get value from the course? So time zones are tricky, and I understand, as much as I've tried pretty dang hard to make this class at a time that's available to the majority of time zones that tend to come to my business. I understand that it's not always optional. One, I do encourage people who sign up for the class, if at all possible, make shifts in your schedule. I'll help you figure it out so that you can attend the majority of the live classes. It is very helpful to be there live. However, I realize also for our members who have come in from Australia or New Zealand, y'all don't want to be getting up at 3 a.m. to take a class, although we did once have someone who did that. We had 2 people who did that. I don't know how they managed it, but they did. They got up super early or stayed up super late to stay with us. Here's the thing. It depends on you, right? If you are the kind of person who is self-motivated to watch the recordings and stay up to date, and you are willing to pop in and ask questions and get the support when you need, yes, this class can be useful for you because all of our sessions are recorded. We work quickly to get those recordings housed in our Thrivecart course so that you will have access to them most likely within 24 hours of the class. It all depends on my upload speed because I live in the country, y'all. You just have to understand. This course is designed for busy schedules. So we help you carve out the time to do the work. On the flip side of that, if you're the type of person that struggles with self-motivation and watching recordings and things like that, maybe this class is not for you. Just to be honest, if you can't attend live and you're not going to be motivated to watch the recordings, don't enroll because that will be a waste of your time and a waste of your money. All right. So I believe that is all of the information that we have today. So we are going to wrap it up. Once more, we only have 4 spots left in the class. So if this is something that you are interested in, it is time to make a move. If you want to get the information, you can do a couple of things. It's very easy. You can go to savvymusicstudio.com/getbrave, and that is where you can sign up for the class. We've got lots of different payment plans. If you are looking at those payment plans and you're going, I need a different option, reach out to me. Let's talk about it. If you're someone that I know pretty well, we can probably work something out. We start on October 2nd. That is next Wednesday. And we will be running through the end of January. We've got a really, really fabulous group of people this year. I'm very excited. to work with them all. The very last day to enroll will be Monday, September 30th. I will close enrollment at 7 p.m. Eastern. Now, one final thought for those who've stuck around to the end of the video. You noticed that when I mentioned the time of the class will be on Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern, which is the exact same time that I have been doing my broadcasts. Well, we've decided to make a shift. Let me tell you about it. So I wanted to move this. I was very intentional around moving the day and time of this class. We used to have it on Fridays because for one primary reason, it worked in my schedule. My schedule really didn't have any other space for it. I did some thinking this year and I decided I would rather have this class on a Wednesday so that midweek we can get a bunch of work done and then you can take your weekends off. Because what was happening in the past is that because we had class on Friday, then people felt, some people, not everyone, felt compelled to work a lot on the weekends. And one of the things that I am encouraging you to do as a coach is to have good boundaries with your work-life schedule and to be able to take time off. So we shifted the class to Wednesday. So what does that mean with the broadcasts? Well, I'll be honest, we're taking a break from broadcasts for a while. If we do broadcasts, we'll probably be doing them on Fridays. They're not going to be as frequent as they were in the past because we are revamping our marketing and we are thinking about where we want to take this next iteration of Savvy and where the brand wants to go. So will you still be getting goodness from us on a regular basis? Yeah, but it just might not be a live video. We're going to decide what that looks like. So stay tuned and, let us know, your thoughts. We'll be putting some information about this out in emails and we'll let you know what this next iteration looks like. I don't want to spill the beans yet because I don't want to make promises that I'm not ready to keep. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions and you're ready to enroll in the class, head on over to savvymusicstudio.com/getbrave, or if you would like to chat with me via DM, if you drop the word brave down below, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, or if you look at the link in the chat of this video on YouTube, go ahead and click on that, drop the word brave. Let's have a chat, figure out if this class is right for you. And that's it for today. So we will see you all the next time I see you. Not quite sure when that's going to be. If you're on our email list, we'll see you on Monday. And until then, stay savvy and stay you because you are an amazing teacher and there is no one in the world quite like you. And I think you're pretty dang awesome. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.